I've been seeing a lot of people compare Matisse Thybulle to Robert Covington. So I decided, let's compare them. What's up, guys? My name is DJ with This Is Run It Back. All I do is talk Philly sports. Hit the subscribe button if you want to hear me talk Philly sports some more. Listen, I've seen a lot of people talking about Matisse Thybulle and comparing him to Robert Covington. And the more I watch him play, the more I wanted to make this video telling all of the reasons that he's actually much better than Robert Covington was. And if that's a hot take, let it be a hot take. I really don't care. It's clear to me that he's better than Robert Covington in a lot of ways. And the processors and the Robert Covington fans aren't going to like this, but facts happen to be facts. So here we go. Matisse Thybulle was drafted at pick number 20 by us after a trade with the Celtics for 23 and 34, something like that, where the Celtics took Carson Edwards. A lot of Sixers fans were upset about that, because they thought Carson Edwards was the next Steph Curry. And he just had a game where he hit 8 threes in a preseason game. It looked great. His shot looked great. He has deep range, all that kind of stuff. But Carson Edwards can't play defense. And in the words of Elton Brand, Matisse Thybulle was the best defender in the draft. He's the guy we wanted. That's why we traded up to get him. We wanted to improve in the wing defender position. I completely agree with Elton Brand now. Did I agree with it when he was drafted? I don't know. I didn't know much about Matisse Thybulle. Of course, I went on YouTube, watched his highlights, saw his three-point form and shot, and I thought, hey, man, maybe this kid is a 3-and-D player. You know what I mean? A lot of people right away said, yeah, he plays defense, but he can't shoot. And a lot of people say that about a lot of people. Like, right off the bat, all it takes is a quick YouTube search to watch his highlights. I've always judged a shot by the form, basically. And his form looks good. Looks like he can make threes. I mean, that's all you really need out of a 3-and-D guy, right? So anyway, comparing Matisse to Robert Covington. Robert Covington was undrafted out of Tennessee State. And he was undrafted for a reason. I mean, Matisse set records at Washington. He set a steals record. He set a blocks record. He's a second player in history with as many steals and blocks as he had, all that kind of stuff. So defensively, it was a no-brainer. We're going to first talk about the good things Robert Covington does on the floor. Robert Covington has very long arms. He has a 7'2" wingspan. He has very big hands. He has very quick hands. So obviously, he flies around, gets a lot of steals off of deflections, disrupts a lot of things defensively. Robert Covington's great to have on your team defensively. Offensively, Robert Covington shoots about 36-37% from 3, which is a little bit above the NBA average. But other than that, that's it. That's it. That's all. There's nothing more to talk about. When you talk about the things Robert Covington doesn't do good on a basketball floor, you're talking about everything else outside of those things that I just mentioned. Literally everything else. You never want Robert Covington to dribble a basketball. It's either going to go off his foot or into the stands or into the defender's hands for some reason. Turnover machine. You never want Robert Covington to have to pass a basketball. It's going to go into the defender's hands, into the out of bounds, wherever, usually a turnover. You never want Robert Covington to have to finish at the rim, like alone. Like for a 6'9" guy, I've seen him blow so many wide open layups. It's always completely boggled my mind how somebody that tall can do this. Here's a clip of Robert Covington that you're literally never going to see Matisse Thybulle do.
But he's got 9, and he has the rebound here. There is a leaking Robert Covington. Oh, and he flat out missed the layup. That's all you could say. Just missed the layup.
He heard footsteps. LeBron James chasing him down. Got a little out of character.
God, like, how do you do that? How? I mean, he threw the ball at the side of the rim. It wasn't even, I don't even know. I don't know what he was doing. Let's watch another one.
Towns, another rebound. And then Rocco all alone. He missed a stuff earlier, and he misses from point-blank range on that one. Trae Young, his first three-point attempt of the game. And what an unfortunate turn of events for Minnesota.
All right. I didn't make this video to bash Robert Covington, but let's be serious, man. You know, I don't know how you're that tall and do things like that on a basketball court. The reason Robert Covington was so beloved by Philadelphia fans is because at the time there was nobody on the team. We were tanking. Robert Covington got a chance in the NBA, and it's great that he did, but he got a chance in the NBA because we were tanking. We were pulling players out of the D-League that would have never, ever had a shot in the NBA. I'm glad Robert Covington made a career of it. I really am. But we're not going to act like he can compare to a number 20 overall pick when it comes to basketball skill, athleticism, all that kind of stuff. We're just not going to act like that. Okay. The other players on the team were Luke Bahamute and Tony Roten and Hollis Thompson and Alexei Shved. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. It was a really bad team. The days that I used to watch during the process era, I remember Robert Covington and Isaiah Cannon being the leading scorers on the team, and that was basically because they would bomb threes the whole game, and they would either score 30 points or they would score 4 points. And, I mean, when your team's that bad, your fan base is just looking for something to grab onto, and that's why Robert Covington was so overhyped and beloved by Philadelphia fans. But in all reality, he is hardly an NBA-level player. It's just facts. I'm sorry. I know the processors are going to be mad. Get in the comments telling me I'm wrong, all that kind of stuff. Man, I'm just spitting facts here. Things Matisse Thybulle does better than Robert Covington already at the age of 22. Just watching a couple of Summer League preseason games, he is a better shooter than Robert Covington. He's a better ball handler than Robert Covington. He's a better passer than Robert Covington. He has much better court awareness than Robert Covington. That's just the offensive side. On the defensive side of the ball, yes, he has a long wingspan like Covington had. He's quick with his hands like Covington was. But he is 1.5 million times more athletic than Robert Covington. He can jump. He can get blocks. He can get blocks from behind. He can get blocks off the backboard. I mean, it's not even close. The comparison's really not close. It's not. I'm sorry. His athleticism comes into play on the offensive end too, because you will never see Robert Covington. You will never see Matisse Thybulle. Blow a wide open layup like that. You just won't. He has athleticism. He can jump. I mean, he almost hits his head on the rim when he dunks the ball. He catches alley-oops, wide open, fast break dunks, dunking in traffic. I mean, he's going to finish at the rim when he needs to finish at the rim. He's not going to throw the ball at the side or the bottom of the rim like that play that you guys just saw. Now, let me talk to you about Matisse Thybulle's potential, because he's only 22, great defender. It's showing in the preseason that he has some kind of an offensive game, but at only being 22 and being a smart, young, bright kid, I think he can evolve his offensive game over the next couple of years. And honestly, he could be an NBA superstar. Who the heck knows, man? By the time he's 26, 27, he could be Kawhi Leonard. We really don't know. But he has the potential to improve his offensive game, and the sky's the limit. There's really no limit. I don't see a limit on it. Here's a clip of something that he did in this Pistons game yesterday that really made me happy, and it was something really small. It wasn't a big deal. It didn't look like a big deal, but it really is a big deal. He caught the ball, and he created space. He took a dribble, a foot forward, did a step back into a three. And that's already better than anything Covington's ever done. In all of my years watching Robert Covington, I've never seen him take the basketball, take a dribble and create space from a defender. Literally ever. He was just catch and shoot, which is fine. That's what he is. But if we're comparing the two, it's not even close. So here's the clip of the step back three, and there you see it. Takes a dribble, takes a step, and hits a little step back. Now, I mean, if over the next couple of years, if his ball handling and everything can improve and his awareness, and he can really get these kind of step back threes down, he can actually be a pretty lethal scorer. So, with all of that being said, if you want to call Matisse Thybulle Robert Covington, call him Robert Covington 3.0 because he's 3 times better than Robert Covington. It's just facts, man. I'm sorry. I'm excited for Matisse Thybulle. I'm excited to watch him. I'm excited to watch this whole Sixers team, but he's really a bright spot that we got lucky on. We didn't know coming out of the draft he was going to be this good. He's really, really a bright spot. I'm really, really excited to watch Matisse Thybulle. That does it for this video. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. As always, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hear me talk Philly sports every day. You guys have a good day, man. Peace.